Welcome to Ask and Learn.
This problem is just basically a slight variation of the previous problem. So we can go back and take a look at this, and we get all the exact same equations, but now we've just kind of inverted the problem so that we want to figure out what the spring constants would be if we wanted a 50 millinewton, 500 millinewton um, load to be able to close. Basically, to close this gap of 10 millimeters here, we want a 500 millimeter load. Okay? So again, we're going to figure out that these spring constants need to be greater, because in this case, where we had the spring constants being 5 newtons per meter, we found that the load was only 10 millinewtons. So to make it harder to close this gap, we need to make these springs stiffer, but we want to figure out what stiffness those are. But we can just use this equation here, and we're told that Ka equals Kb. So if we set those equal to each other, we get 10K, and we call it K, 10K squared over 5K. So we just get that F equals 2K. So that makes that simple. And then if we know what F is to be 500 millinewtons, then K is going to be 250 newtons per meter. So a much larger spring constant is required, because we want a much larger load to be applied to close the switch.